Hello Facebook people, I'm Konstantinos, and today I'm coming to you with the video that I promised that I'm going to do, which is the third month of the live case study of one campaign ad account structure. So a lot of time has passed, I started working on this at the end of November. We had some results for December. Now it's mid of January. We had some results. I'm going to show you how I managed to balance between the main spending campaign and stuff, the next steps, what I have in mind, some bad periods that I overcame with being patient and awesome.
Am I a hero? I really can't say, but yes.
To me, this is proving that it's scaling. Right now, while their account was spending just with one campaign 7K, it's spending around 12 to 13K per day with the same ROAS, which proves my point and all of that. And as I told you, I was going to continue this case study to prove that the one campaign strategy is not better from what we are doing here. That's all. Let's go into my PC straight away. Let's see what it was done. Let's see results. Let's see actual proof instead of just saying that this is the best strategy in the world to have just one campaign, and I will see you there. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that is going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. Okay, so we are in the second month. There has been a lot of progress in the ad account. If you haven't seen part A, please go and watch part A. That's why we do part A, B, and C. What I need to say here is this. I will take you to some ad accounts. For example, in this ad account, as you can see, we operate with many campaigns. We do operate with average results, and it's working flawlessly. It's not like I just woke up one day and I said, I'm going to work with multiple campaigns and all of that. It's that it's working for me. For example, over here also, we are seeing last 7 days, 40K spent. We are having a lot of campaigns, as you can see here, all of them are active, okay? And if you see, for example, in the previous month, and I'm not going to put at all Black Fridays and stuff inside, it is working like this, and you can scale more, in my opinion at least, and this is what I'm trying to prove with this ad account, okay? And I guess there are more ad accounts, but let's not focus on showing more ad accounts, because you have seen this in other videos that I have, even with 3 million spent per month and everything, that the multiple campaigns are working. Not like you have any chance of spending 3 million if you do just one campaign, and the people that they do also propose one campaign, they're not talking about this kind of spends. They will tell you that no, in this case you will spend more and stuff, but still spending 10 or 20K, if they can do it with one campaign, they are it's in their philosophy that they will do it. So main issues that we had over here is that if you remember before, we were having a campaign, and let me take you through the results just so that you can understand. In November, for example, we did spend over here 120K with 2 ROAS, okay? This one was spending less than 7K per day. When I took the account, it was spending around 7K per day. And this is the point that the owner couldn't scale it more, you know, it was spending 7K per day, and that's it. Every time that he was trying to scale, it wouldn't scale more. So the theory over here was this, that basically there are other ad sets here, and ads and creatives, in other words, that we are having here 2 ROAS, 3 ROAS, we're having here 2.49, we're having 2.21, 2.52. I'm not saying that all of those are going to be successful, okay, and that they are going to work. But all I'm saying is that here we have some dominant ads that they're taking the budget. Perfect, I'm not going to touch those and put them on another campaign because they are already taking budget, but I'm going to test all the others that they are not taking budget, because in the one campaign theory, basically the theory says that if you do more and more adsets inside the one campaign, eventually it's going to work, because the good adset is going to win the other adsets, and you will be able to scale more. Let me show you what happened here after I started doing campaigns, okay? So in the whole December, I'm working on improving the results, and I'm actually spending more. I'm actually spending 282K, while in November we're spending 119. if you think that it's because it's December and stuff, you will see also in January, and most likely there's going to be another video. But just to prove my point, what I believed worked flawlessly. So basically, we started having also results on other campaigns. I started working on some bid caps and cost caps in the same creatives that I had in other campaigns. I did work with a max value optimization campaign because I have seen that in the ad account I have fluctuation. And my main thing here was that I was trying to work in a way of lowering the budget a little bit on this one from 7 to 5.5K, but doing it gradually so that I will not have problems. The second thing that I was going to do is that I was going to try some other things. I did a crazy method over here, for example. It did work well and stuff, but not with big budgets to support. And the best structure that I have found, it was the Advantage Plus, which was working much better instead of me doing a crazy method with broad targeting. The reasoning that I did a crazy method with CBO, it's because this campaign initially was a CBO, so I thought that it would work well, but then I did try also Advantage Plus. As I said, there is not a specific strategy. We're testing things and see what is working better. The Advanced Plus ASC worked better as a campaign. And now my main thing was that I wanted to create one campaign that was going to spend enough. So I knew that because it was an AC campaign, I could start scaling it so that I can be able to not have a bad day when this one was actually going to do bad. And let's see what was happening here in some days of December. Let's go, for example, on the 18th. Okay, that's a perfect example. I did it by mistake. It's not staged. So over here, we can see that in this Advanced Plus, at this point, we're spending 2K. I'm guessing to have this number, it's 2K, but spending a little bit less. And here we're having 1.87. Let me tell you why this is important. Because as you can see, with a budget of 1.87 over here, with a result of 1.87 over here and 5.5K spent, at this point, it's spending 7K. I didn't start decreasing the budget yet. We still have 2.09, which is the target here to have from 1.8 to 2 ROAS as long as we keep scaling. Over here, what happened is that I was able to get this result because I wasn't only heavily depending on this, but this one was also taking some decent budget. I started scaling, as you can see, almost to 9K. Let's see the other day. Sorry, not this one. Let's see the other days. 1.97, 8.4. Again, we're being saved by this campaign. Remember that at this point, these are different creatives from the dominant ones from this campaign, okay? I will take you through the next days. 1.96, this was a good day because it worked in both sides. We're spending almost 10K right now, which was the first goal. 10K, good results over here. We're continuing like this, 1.87. It's fine. In the average results, we're going to absorb even the bad results. Let's continue here, 2.06, 2.93 on this campaign. This campaign is doing pretty well, so I'm starting scaling. At this point, I'm on 2.5K, as you can understand. I'm scaling here with the 20% rule, by the way, because this is a campaign that it's actually spending a lot, and you know, even if I don't believe in the learning phase, I believe in disturbing a campaign. So it makes sense here not to disturb the campaign with the 20% because the budgets are big. Let's continue to the 25th. It's Christmas. We're having these kind of results. Let's continue further. 2.0. Okay. Let's see the 26th because we skipped. You might think that something is wrong here. 28. We have 2.6. We're doing pretty well in these days, which are the last days of the year. Sometimes it's slower. For this account, it was okay. 11 rows over here. 11, not ROAS, I wish it was 11K spent. 2.21, 10K. So this is the point on December that I'm establishing for first time the 10K spent days profitably, but also I'm establishing the fact that I'm having a campaign which is starting spending, equalizing the mistakes that this campaign is going to, the problems that this campaign can cause if it's going to do bad in between the days. And let's see now how it's going on January so far. Because if you see the intervals over here, we can see that, for example, from the 15th to the 15th of December, we're spending with 1.87, 192K. And from the 15th to the 15th of January, we are spending with 1.95K, 340K. Right now, we are more close to the 12, 13K days. And there are more campaigns here which I'm going to explain a little bit. Let's see a little bit the days so that you can understand. Again, at this point I'm still working with creatives that they haven't been tested efficiently because they never took budget, but as I say, I always believe that they can run on their own campaigns. Sometimes I was wrong, like in the last 7 days, for example, we can see that there was a campaign here, this one, that failed and didn't do well, but there are other campaigns like this one, for example, that actually it's another campaign that now it's working. I can start scaling it. I'm also doing heavily optimization over here. This is one of the cases that we had an optimization that we see that it's optimizing on heavily on an ad which is taking all of the budget here, but it's not giving us the results that we want. It's not like I was brave enough to do it. I didn't have any other option other than closing it because I could see that the other ads were also getting good results and it worked flawlessly. In the last 7 days, it has good result. Let me see when this campaign started so that you can see the journey. It started on the 2nd of January. So if we see how this campaign unraveled, just to teach a little bit of optimization also here, we can see that the first ad which is taking budget is this one. Then we go on the third. We are having, so this is a campaign that it had a good day here. Let's continue. It started having bad days, but as you can see, it's a campaign that I optimized and I made it profitable by the time. Okay, so in the 5th, we do have these results. Let's see also these results from 1 to 8 to understand 1.5 ROAS. It's not acceptable. Spending this amount of money, I'm trying to optimize. I'm finding success in this one, which is having 2.3 ROAS, and I'm closing my other leading ads in order to give budget to this one, and it's working after some point, not in this day obviously, but it worked in the next days pretty well, and we were having some good results. At this point, this leading ad is already open, and you see that this is the point that I'm deciding of closing it because it's actually spending 1K on its own, not leaving any budget to the others. And on 11th, I do believe, yeah, I'm starting to noticing the problem, closing it somewhere around here, not even here, 12, 13. Okay, so this is the point that it's actually closed. It was closed on the 12th, I believe, at some point after seeing that again as a second time behavior. And then since that point, it's actually a profitable campaign with 2.19. So this is proving also that we can actually have optimization to work in our favor and that we can have profitable results with this. And this is actually a campaign that turned up to be profitable. Another campaign that I can start thinking of scaling if I start seeing that it has very solid results over here. Now, in the last 7 days over here, we have 2.05. I want to mention also a bad period that we had here and how I overcome it. But here we are now almost close to the 12-13K per day, so basically it's double spent with better ROAS. Going to better ROAS by having double spent, which means that this method, at least for me and for my skill set or whatever, it's more efficient. I have done also a crazy method with stacked lookalikes, 10% in order to test it. I'm not thrilled about it, but not also super disappointed. And this is another advanced plus campaign with some images, which I'm trying to see some new creatives. They didn't do that well. I just limited to 500 and I'm just seeing if I can optimize it. There was another campaign, this one, that failed miserably. At this point, I started using also new creatives that I'm getting from the owner. This is already scaled, and this is already scaled, which has the other creatives that they haven't been tested properly in the first CBO, and we know that they had some decent results, so I don't want to put more pressure because I also have the cost caps and the bid caps, which are not spending a lot, by the way. It's still a process that I'm figuring out things, but for sure you can see that we are having better balance because I can actually balance because I'm spending 22K with this one, 35K with this one. So if one of these two is going to do better, so you see this one 2.3, below 2, above 2 on the average results, okay? Just because you have this. And then you can observe also mistakes of testing and all of that. Now, there was a bad period over here, I think around here, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 1.65, which is below our target and stuff. Let me see if it was also on the 5th. Yes, it was. This weekend, by the way, on January, this first weekend, yeah, so it started dropping here from this to this, we can see that the results is actually 1.5, okay? So this is the point that you have to be a little bit experienced to overcome it. Basically, you're just letting the campaigns stay for a period of time. You just optimize, you do nothing else. If your campaigns are already optimized, you just let it be, and you're going to absorb the results in the final, okay? So because on this period right now, we do have results of 1.97, and in the whole month, we do have results of 1.8, and I think it's going to get better and better in the next days as we move on, because I'm getting consistently good results over here. This is the plan, this is what I'm doing. Now I'm going to start expanding to other countries also, like Canada, United Kingdom, because of the daily loop theory, and me wanted to expand more because I want to reach to 20k per day. Could this person scale more if he could have done other countries and stuff? Yes, but not in the same potential that I'm doing it here with these campaigns. Now, the more I'm working with this account, the more happy I am, because I was looking for a long period of time to get my hands into another account that was just using one campaign and be able to prove that you can work better with multiple campaigns and all of that. That's why I'm talking so much, explaining so much, and I'm so excited about this. I hope that you're getting enough value out of this. It's not about trying to convince you, it's about me sharing something which is exciting for me. The most important thing before we close, balance. If you just have one campaign which is spending so much, because I limited also the budget on this one, if you have just one and you don't have another one to balance, then you have a problem, okay? Because if this one is doing bad, then the whole other account is going to do bad and you have nothing to do. Also, in a bad period, like the previous that I showed you, you have no room to work or close one campaign or lower the budget in one or two campaigns that are doing bad and increase the budget in the others that are doing better. You don't have this maneuverability when it comes to working with just one campaign. I will see you most probably in the next months with this case study. So that's all. I hope that the client is not going to let me go and that we're going to continue and all of that, and that I'm going to keep showing you how this other account is evolving, because now, as I said, we're expanding to other countries also. Until now, we haven't expanded to other countries. We're doing the same countries. So don't come and tell me that I'm scaling because I'm doing other countries. I haven't. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website. You can check also all my mentorship programs, and below my mentorship programs, you can check all of these testimonials from people coming and actually talking about one campaign strategy and how we fixed this mentality and how we had better results with them. You can see all these testimonials, and don't forget that until we meet again, be creative and be consistent.